is working as intended. Once again, I think that should be a song. And we're showing live on TikTok. Fantastic. There I am. Now I do need to actually check on TikTok. I'm supposed to have like a thing I can do, but I can only do it whilst I'm live. I don't know if I can do it from my PC or if I have to do it from the app on the phone. Don't know. Says I need to swipe on my phone, but I thought maybe I could do it on the PC. We're definitely live on Twitch. And are we live on YouTube? Okay, that's interesting. YouTube does tend to run a little bit behind. I should put my phone on silent. This is why we check. Or that's not silent, is it? That's just bump. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we do that. Phone is on silent. And I need to connect to TikTok chat. There we are. Hello, TikTok chat. Thank you. Thank you, Strool. I appreciate the appreciation of the face. Figuring out the back end of TikTok is weird. Real time. It's supposed to be a real time thing. Look, I'm not going to do this for much longer, I don't think, because it's not very helpful. No, okay. So TikTok is working. YouTube is working. Twitch is working. Fantastic. Good to hear. So let's have a little look whilst I'm on the phone, and I'll just see if I can get that thing I was looking for. It's supposed to be like a boost for the stream where you boost yourself and it gives you a boost. I thought maybe that would be easy to do and I could just click on it and it would go. Turns out not quite. We'll do a quick refresh. Go to the studio. Go to the live button. That is not the right button. YouTube is still misbehaving. What is it doing? It says that I'm streaming. Yeah. No, YouTube's working. If you click on the live. Yeah. It's catching up. It's figuring itself out. What I think is my issue is I need to go live on my phone, but I don't, like, I play games. I don't really do a live face thing. Yeah, you've obtained a flare. Let me use it. There's instructions on how to use it. It's called a flare. I want to use my flare. I think I might need to. Sorry? I've never heard of a flare. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I think it's like a thing. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like it's got on my back end. It's got like you've got a flare. Hooray! You should use it. I'd love to. Back, please. There we go. And it's all silent. I'll go to live. No, that's not me. That's someone else. Okay. It's really not. These TikTok things. Because for some reason on my TikTok app, it doesn't show my live stream on my page, which is a little bit confusing. So I think I'm going to have to do some research and figure out exactly how to activate this flare thing, because I'd like to, you know, tell TikTok, hey, I'm here, make a fuss, that kind of thing. That's my understanding of what the flare thing is, but we'll figure it out for next time. I was hoping it would just pop up whilst I was live and it would be a button I could click on. Turns out not. Anyway, we will move on and upwards and make sure that Minecraft is open. It is. And we'll flick on over and play some mining and crafting. What are we doing today, they ask? Well, if you notice the title of the stream, it's time to build a creeper farm. And I need to pick a location. I have been musing with myself, you would say, as to maybe putting it here. Now, for anyone that has previously watched the stream, you may notice I spent a bit of time off stream doing some terraforming. And there was a bit of farmland here. And this is sort of, where is it? This right here is where we had the first box and bed placed down. There was some farmland. And the iron farm was built much higher up. So I figured I'll bring it all down as much as I can. And then outside of that, we can sort of figure out a location for the creeper farm. I'm thinking potentially, now that I'm actually looking at it, because I was almost going to replace the iron farm with it, because we've got another iron farm that works better and more reliably. Wow. Bit of a storm. Okay. Zombies showing up and everything. Shoot him. So I was thinking of replacing this, but the creeper farm is pretty tall, pretty big structure. And I don't think I want that to be sort of the main focus when you're looking in this direction. If it's off to the side a bit, though, is that the worst? Probably not. It's also going to put it a bit closer to the sugarcane farm, which is right here. Kill some bad guys. And yeah, I just want to be sure about my decision before I commit. So the creeper farm design is not one that not the exact design I've used before. I've tried to make a similar one work before, but I had issues. So hopefully the changes that people have come up with in the several years since I last tried that design, they actually help things to work better. It's things like placing stair blocks on the outside, and it creates a area where the creepers can't spawn or path to. And essentially it's a big spawning platform for creepers, and in the center there's trapdoors where they can fall off, and in the middle of that there's a big tube of, not even tube, a big pillar of blocks. And the creepers see the blocks as potential places they could walk to. And so they walk towards it and see the trapdoors as things they can walk over. And then they walk over them and fall down. Pretty standard stuff, I think. I think we might just do a sleep. I don't really need... I've got a decent amount of fireworks at the moment. I did a bit of creeper farming. I did a little bit of tool upgrading, not too much. I got Silk Touch on my good pick. and I put unbreaking and mending on my fortune pick that I pulled off the, what's it called, the enchanter pretty early on. So I had that just sitting in a chest, so I put unbreaking and mending on that, which obviously comes from these guys. The sword needs mending too. I don't think the axe has changed. The bow is the same as well. And I've just got some paper on me to keep the any creepers that I kill, get the gunpowder, and turn it straight into rockets. Oh, that's so. Please mend those pants. Well, it's it's got 73 left. We should be fine. It's just protection 3 pants. I'm not that worried about them. If I can get some more levels, then I will attempt to enchant them. And if I've got any good enchantments on the legs, then I will mend them. If not, then I won't worry about it. Hi there, Nikki on Twitch. What will you do today? Today, I'm intending to build a creeper farm. I have done a bit of terraforming off stream. I'll quickly fly up. So I've opened up this area a little bit. This was all... Maybe I'll come up on the roof. This all little hill sort of kept spilling out over here a bit further. The cats are being crazy. They've chosen right now to go psycho. I think he just jumped on a chair and moved it because he's so fat. I tidied up the hole that was there. There was a big hole in the ground there, so I've tidied that up. And we've brought down the iron farm, and it's clearly not working because there's a iron golem right there. Maybe he spawned on the crafting bench? I don't know. This is my greatest shame, this iron farm. But yeah, I've flattened all this out so we can start to decorate and figure out how I want things to look. I still want things to be uneven. I don't want it to be completely flat. But it's hard to sort of picture how things are going to go. Oh my god, the cat just knocked over a chair. Built one with snow golems because I couldn't find cats. So Saxon's got a good point. The creeper farm is going here on the spit of land, and I'm not using cats and I'm not using snow golems or anything. I am using it's called pathfinding. So there'll be a big column of blocks, and the idea is that they will eventually pathfind towards the blocks because there's a more density of blocks in the what's it called? A higher density of blocks in the middle, so they'll tend to walk towards that. It's not going to be super fast, but it'll be okay. So you have to light the caves, you have to spawn. Yeah, so things like that. That's why I've decided this is a good spot. First off, all of this water means none of this is spawnable. So it's going to reduce the amount of spawnable stuff. And that will allow me to like build something around it to make it not be a massive eyesore. Still got to figure that out. And then under here, let's have a look if there's much. There's not really much in terms of caves. There's this one here. Bit of a cave there. Maybe this one there will also be a problem. But other than that, I think I've chosen a pretty good spot. What do you mean to do the farm with AI's pathfinding? Yeah. So so they'll be spawning platforms in like donuts, and then they walk towards the center where the big concentration of blocks are that they'll see as potentially walkable. Hello, cat.
Wow. Oh, he's still not being...
No, he's not in it. And then the trapdoors make the guys fall down.
How is he? He's touching you.
If I want maximum rates, I can have like a... It's like cutting me out. Cat. Whoops. if I want maximum rates, I can have a platform up in the sky that I can stand on that will just encompass the creeper farm. But that I might need for like taking TNT to the nether to mine out netherite. Otherwise, just it running all the time should hopefully provide with enough gunpowder to, what's it called? To have plenty of fireworks. The thing that's in my hand. Why do I need netherite? Well, the part of the point of the creeper farm is to make the TNT to go after the netherite, to upgrade my gear, to be the best possible gear. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, Savior. Appreciate the follow. And I brought out all of these when I was terraforming. I brought this all out to be tidier. The landscape was quite messy, I suppose. So I've tidied it all up. And you can see there's a bit of dirt still turning into grass there. I think I want to get rid of this bamboo first because it's just bothering me. Get rid of the bamboo. I just needed a bit extra, so I planted some. And now I'm going to have stacks and stacks of the stuff. Okay, that's a bit less awkward to look at. And I did pull up a video, so I might put that on my screen over here. So where is it? This one. So it's just got measurements that I want to copy. And as long as I get that right, then it won't be a huge issue. I don't think. I should have screenshotted it. But that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to need some hoppers to start. Thank you for the follow, Rocket1959. Thinking... oh, I also tidied up. I had so many shulker boxes full of stuff. So I've decided to put my stuff into my storage. And then anything I've got too many of can go in a shulker box. I got lots of logs. I did a pass on the logs. On the trees. That will actually be plenty of chests. So I don't need any more logs right now. And then I do need iron in one of these. I do need some hoppers, probably 2 stacks. Huh. I think 25 is about right. And we can always adjust where things are. For example, if it's going to be a lot of gunpowder. So I sort of want the center of it to be about there. Would 3 double chests be enough? I think so. And then it's like get the layout of the... Oh, they've got it. Okay, so I mean that's an even better way. Let's do it like that. We go like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this. So by bringing it up, I'm going to triple the amount of storage we've got. But I do already need more chests. Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring up my thing again. Let me break it out. Where are we? Are you going to do more rewards for points? I have like 1k. I can look into that. It's tricky because... Can I pop this out? Oh, I can. I'll click this button. I'll put all my chat in the same spot now. There we go. Come on. Make it a bit bigger. Got 1,000 points. I don't know. Yeah, so the Twitch point system is... It's weird. It's a bit of a holdover. And I'm not 100% sure what to do with it. So... if you've got any ideas of like things you'd like to see, I'd love to hear it. Because there used to be more stuff that you could tie into it, but they don't, like, they separated that out. So it's different things now. Yeah, and like, because I'm multi-streaming, the Twitch points, like, they don't activate everywhere, which is, I guess it makes sense, but, you know, it'd be cool if there was a similar system on TikTok and stuff. Yeah, I've seen other ideas that were like that, and I'm not sure if I want that as part of my stream. I'd be okay doing like a stream where chat has more control, and like do like maybe try and speedrun the game, but chat controls like certain things, my behavior, or whether it's like stuff in the game. That would be fun. But for my regular, hopefully forever world, I'm not sure. Like things like, yeah, drop your weapon, like, seems funny as a, oh no, you're in the middle of a fight and you throw your sword on the ground and you have to go and pick it up again. Not so worrisome, but people can be stupid about that kind of thing. And maybe I'm in the end and they want me to throw all my stuff into the void. So it's the kind of thing I'm worried about, abuse and that kind of thing. And I want to make sure it's not abused. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5, and then you do the middle one like that. Oh, and I've already... I need more! Hello, small editor. Welcome back. I'm trying to remember what I was doing. There's my iron. There we go. If that's not enough, I only needed 2 more. Hello, Jack. How you doing? Lots of hoppers. Very good. I'll grab some, I guess, scaffolding. Probably going to need... oh, there it is. Scaffolding. I don't think I need any more chests and things. I'm going to just drop them in there. And... did you leave the glass open so the paper flies? I didn't. I haven't figured that out yet. I need to actually spend some time figuring out how to make it shoot. We could try and open it now and just leave it and see what happens, because I can check back in a few minutes. And see what it does. I feel like it's going to be not often enough to be like something that you will always see. And if it only shoots up like a little bit, then the roof is just going to end up going over the top. Well, it just... if I stand a bit away... Oh, wow, it's been working hard, though. Lots of paper. That's working way better than I thought it would. There you go. It appears to work. But again, it's not very high. Yeah, it will occasionally give me a surprise of some paper. My thought was maybe I could use like pistons and what is it? The slime blocks, and like bounce it around a bit. I don't know how to set that up though. So I need to figure that out, but I don't know if that's feasible for this project. So I grab the cobblestone and the dirt boxes. I'll just grab some dirt, and I should turn the cobblestone into planks to get the most out of it. Get it out of the shulker box. Get rid of some slabs, not planks. Cobblestone slabs. And into there. Cool. Done. So a bunch of slabs in the inventory. Let's drop some random stuff I don't want to keep in there. Got those. All right. So the bit of dirt was that normally you'd be building this on ground level. So this would be ground level. And then we need to go 25 blocks up with the scaffolding. That's not up. It's also not up. Wow. Never have I been so bad at scaffolding. Dear chests, please give me my scaffolding back. Oh my gosh. I've lost 2. Oh, there's 2 standing up. Okay. Are you planning to get netherite? Yes. Well, that's half of the idea of the farm here is the gunpowder will give me access to lots of TNT. And that TNT can be used to blast out the nether for netherite. Not there. On the top? No. There. There? Ah, not crouching. Okay. That should be right. Weird thing to bring up. Yeah, small editor. I know people like to use like the bird method, but I'm not a huge fan. Summon. So we're going up 25, and then okay. I think it's supposed to be full blocks. Thank you, Sad Frog. Yeah, so the explosions are close to you. The any lava that might quickly fall down is close to you when you do that. It's all a bit scary hairy for me. I think I might as well just bring the shulker with me. And drop a stack of dirt. There we go. So it looks like they're using, I should put like captions on, I think. No, that's not very helpful. But they're using full blocks for this first bit, even though for the majority, they make it out of, what are they called? Slabs. How long have I been streaming? Today, I've only just started. About 20 minutes, half an hour in. So solid stone, and then we're about 6. So I want to create a 13 by 13 box is the thing. And that's the midpoint. And I have not been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a full side. Yeah. You showed up pretty much just after I started. And I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fantastic. Okay. And now I should just be able to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to there. And so 13 minus these 2 blocks we've already placed would be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Okay. So the square is built. Do you do this daily or randomly? So current stream schedule is 3 times a week. And my week, I sort of measure weeks as Monday to Sunday. So today being Tuesday for me, it's like the end of Tuesday. That means I'm thinking 2 more streams this week. So Thursday or Friday and Saturday or Sunday. Just depends on how days go. Thursday can be busy for me, so I might push that to Friday, but if I'm feeling good, I might just go on Thursday. Just depends. Depends on everything. So we're filling the inside with upper slabs like this. So the top half, not the bottom half. For some reason. We want to leave a 5 by 5 ring in the center. So we'll just sort of go around until we've got that. Or 5 by 5 area in the center. We'd be creating a ring. Yes, I'm in Australia. I'm, I guess city is okay. I'm in Canberra. Don't want to dox myself, but Canberra's pretty big. Who am I voting for? The party that I think will be best for the country.
What a statement.
I'll put it this way, definitely not Peter Dutton, but undecided on how the rest of my voting will fall. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I go around once more. Donnie, so you're voting for no one? No, didn't say that. Said I'm not voting for Dutton because he's a psycho. He's got 0 proven track record and his capabilities of being a leader. Yeah. Like when Real Basics is, for me, when ScoMo came to power, ScoMo was the preferred choice of the Liberal Party over Dutton. And ScoMo was a train wreck, so I don't see Dutton being any better. Or as we all prefer to call him, Voldemort. And I don't think that's a particularly controversial opinion.
If you think it is, feel free to leave.
Yeah, if you think it's a controversial opinion, maybe well, Nikki, there should be ads.
That's for me.
It's possible, yeah, maybe you've got an ad blocker or something's going on. Thank you for the follow, little Billy. Doing good, thank you. Yeah, no, so Nikki, the bot is set to detect when ads are running and make a note of that in the chat. I'm not sure why you're not being served the ads, but be quiet and don't complain. Or Twitch will hear you and start serving you extra ads. I don't have TTS, no. Cold chips. I do need stairs as well, don't I? I was just talking about that. I'm going to need lots of stairs. Oh well. We'll get there when we get there. I'm not sure if we're going to get that far today. I'm so slow at doing things. I need to make... Oh, that's full, isn't it? Yeah, okay. A little bit of space in my inventory. So I can... and I brought... What? Oh, I didn't put it in a box, did I? My wood. Okay, oak logs. Some sticks. And some signs. There we go. How did the autocrafter go? Very well. Feel bad about wasting resources. Hold on. Pick that up. There we go. Okay. I don't think I need more than 4 stacks of signs. You don't want power plants. Yeah, the stuff that has been proposed is a bit silly, I think. How did the autocrafter go? Did I miss it? You might have, but it's in and it's going. There will be another. At least 2 more are planned. Oh, hello. So I want to combine the paper and the gunpowder in a rocket autocrafter? Question mark. Not a bad idea. Maybe like put a little like factory building over here or something. Maybe here and like pipe the resources over. That's always fun. I like doing that. That makes me feel like I'm playing Factorio. And I could show you the autocrafter. It's over here. Behind this facade that will soon become a wall. It's in here. And it's all redstoned up. This auto crafter just got the bottom 2 rows clicked off. And then this one, just the one clicked off. And then that comparator sends a signal. And then that's in negative mode. Don't know how it works. I know that it works. And then, yeah, it sends a pulse every time this is full. That's what the whole thing's doing. So it sends the redstone through that. It works, and I'm happy. That's all that matters, really. We need some slabs. Ooh. Oh, no. Okay. So we want a extra slab in each corner. Like this. And then we're doing signs here. Now this will all be like flowing water. It'll push creepers to the center. So that they can all die and be collected on the hoppers. Which I think is fine. I'm not sure this is the perfect height for it. He says I was falling off. But you can put, there are some, like, depending on the height, you can put a slab on top of the hoppers so that you can attack them with your sword and get more gunpowder out of it. I did not mean to fall off then. And XP. Especially if you like funnel them to one edge and then have them in like a single block area. Then you can push in and pull out the slabs so that they don't quite die at the bottom. But I don't know if this is the correct height for that sort of situation. Okay, so we've done the signs. What's next? Trapdoors in the middle, of course. Not trapdoors. Fences. Why? Okay. So a couple more steps. So we need gates in the middle. And then more slabs around the edge. Maybe we'll just make a bit of space. Did I put... Yeah, I did. There you go. Let's use what we've got. That's not enough gates. I don't know, that many sticks. Not sure if that's enough gates either. It might be. I think I need 9. Let's make some more. Because I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Boom, boom. Okay, that's plenty. And let's go. And some dirt just temporarily. So put that there. And hopefully I can reach and just go kaplunk, kaplunk. Like that? Is that what you want from me? Kinda looks right, but also not really. Feel like an extra thing, an extra row is needed. Like that. And then over here. That feels more correct. I didn't actually watch him. I just clicked past. Saw that that's what he'd done. He's just got a 3x3. Oh, he's got it right in the middle. I see. I'm not sure why. So we want to break. Ooh, get the X. These ones. And then we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. That's the intention of the design. There we go. It's a bit wonky. And then this bit I can do quite easily. Got that there. And then we go 1 there. And just bring this up all the way around. Why are you answering me? Have I been banned from texts? No? Answer what? The last thing you said was you don't want power plants, and I agreed with you. I can see your message, as far as I know. If you've sent other messages, I'm not sure if there are any, like, terms that are auto-modded, maybe? Because I don't use the Twitch, not the Twitch, the TikTok backend. So it's possible there's something there that's gone weird. That, or you're being incredibly offensive, and any auto mod would block it. Just sent a question. I don't see any question other. All I saw was, I don't want power plants. I can scroll up if there's another question from you. No, you're just talking about where you lived. Because you said hard. Oh, hardcore. Okay. Yeah, that could have other meanings. I have lots of points. I don't know what to use them on. Just save them up. I might come up with some silly, expensive ideas. Bots who are in the Twitch chat. Likely ban evader. Oh, I need water. That's why I'm in here. I've got buckets. I'll grab some water. Oh no. I've got water flowing in here. Oh, and here. Excuse me, sir. Be water. Yay! There we go. Stretch and hydrate. I have been, actually. I've been hydrating. Hello, XUNT. Interesting name. But I will do my stretch. Look how tall my arms are. Feel that one in the back. Maybe I need to get like a little stream stretch routine. And this side. Ooh. Ooh, I feel a twinge. Just on the side. If I will ever do hardcore mode in Minecraft, I have done in the past. It didn't go well. When I first started streaming, I think it was like just before COVID. I tried to do hardcore. I was streaming every day, and I did a bit of hardcore for a couple of weeks. And I think the longest a world lasted was maybe a week. I'm just too Minecraft clumsy. Is my problem. Oh, can I pop that out as well? I can. There we go. So I can see all of my things. Baby zombie or a group of creepers. Yeah. I kept trying to make like mob proof houses with like moats of like magma blocks or lava that I'd find. And I'll be honest, more than once I fell victim to my own traps. So we stopped doing that. What am I doing? I think I need to do water all around the edge. Let me check before I commit to it, because that could be disastrous. Yeah, so kind of water all around the edge. Good, I checked. So we need a spot to hold some water anyway, so we'll make a spot. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Cool. So we want water on top of these corners. Yeah. Great minds think alike, eh? What this is supposed to do is like get them all towards the middle, but it's not quite enough. So I believe we go like this? No. Oh, on the solid block, of course. This is why we did solid blocks. Now I can go like, nope, not there. You have to really be careful where you're aiming with this. Nope. That's a fail. Maybe I did it wrong. Oh no. No worries, small editor. You got school tomorrow. Ah, yes. Hey, that's what they did. Oh, we're supposed to avoid that corner. I see. Okay. My mistake. Reset. Oh no, and I've ruined that. Okay. Undo. Undo there. Undo there. Undo there. Oh, that should not all be running water either. It's okay. That's why we got dirt. So everything except for that bit there, I think, should be correct. And then we do that. And we'll get rid of the rest of this dirt. Down. Grab that, pop that there. So hopefully now there won't be any more trouble. So we've got 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, beautiful. Not that one, but that one. That's working. And then that all flows into here. You can see it's all pushing towards the center. Yeah, Nikki, I figured it out eventually. Or like one block from the corner block. Because everything else is slabs, so I can't place the water on top, I don't think. It'll just waterlog it. There. And then there. And we get rid of that. There we go. Come out to the edge here. Oh, there we go. Oh, the tutorial's still going. I'm just ignoring it. Oh no, I'm in the water. Come on. As far as I can see, everything is flowing towards the center, so I can break these blocks. And now the trick is never place another block on this area or it will break. Creepers down there. Oh, the iron golem's bothering the farm. It's strange that the creepers and the iron golems don't interact. There's one there. You'd think they'd see each other. There's two there. But no, they don't care. They're strange. My PC feels slow right now. I want to change my OS, but which one should I try? I tried Ubuntu, and it didn't get my monitor's res even after trying with GPT. Look, the first piece of advice I'll give you is GPT is not tech support. It doesn't have the capability to solve problems other than to take what you've told it your problem is and regurgitate what others have said about that problem. Which, in the world of computers, which are incredibly complex and varied and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to get much luck. If it's not getting a monitor resolution, then it was probably... Creepers don't bother the villagers, that's all the golems care about. Yeah, but the creepers bother me. Graphics drivers is the thing that I would check. If not, then you can search for the specific monitor drivers that you might need. But it should be your graphics card drivers that are the main thing. Which you can need to search for manually and all that kind of stuff, especially in Linux. I've done a little bit of that. If you've got like a Windows license and everything, I'd go with Windows 10 and then do like a Google for debloating Windows 10, because you can remove a lot of the extra crap that comes installed to free up performance. I did that recently on my old laptop, so my son could use it, and it works fine. And I suppose if Ubuntu doesn't support your monitor for some reason, then I don't know what other Linux distros are doing. So that's why I would lean towards Windows. Because of that near universal. Oh no. It's opened up my shame hole. You're not supposed to see in there. This is where I dug out loads of dirt and then just left a big hole in the ground. The shame. There we go. The grass will grow back. You'll never know. Yes, Amy Lynn. My shame hole. Hello, Ghost Leviathan. Just in time. Look. I killed the spider. Wow, I'm such a good gamer. Don't... Look, if I go into free cam, there's another shame hole here. Whoops. And that's just underwater. But, yeah, all under here was all... I, like, dug it all out. And under here as well. Hello. Because I needed dirt. But just pretend you didn't see it, okay? Well, that's the thing, Amelin. I hated looking at it. So I was like, okay, I'll just cover it up. And it'll never be seen again. And we won't have to talk about it. And what happened here? Look, I'm not going to say no to free pearls. That's fine. Also, I need to go back and figure out what I'm doing on the video. I'm trying to just get the measurements from. Yeah, I've done that. Okay. Rather than just clicking, I'll play it. And just watch what he does, and then, okay. I know exactly what to do now. Get my rockets on my hotbar. I could also stack my buckets. There we go. What version? We are on Java 1.25.5. The good one. 1.21.5. Not 25. Doesn't exist yet. Eek. We can do it. Okay, I just need to get to an edge and not get pushed out. And then go 1. Get up on top. Oop. Go 1, 2, 3. And then we put a slab. And then we break these. Bye-bye. So we're copying that outer layer with top slabs. Don't like playing past the armor trim update. I see. I mean, that's a pretty recent one anyway. In my mind, armor trim is still new. I don't think I've ever actually trimmed anything before. That's how new it is. And the, what's it called? The abandoned trails? You use your duster. Not actually found one of those before. Or gotten a egg of the dinosaur guy. Dinosaur guy. Okay. Ring built. Hi there, NRL Beast. How you doing? I'm just trying to figure out this tutorial without okay, so going out 6. Going quite far. We're trying to build a creeper farm, and in my hubris, I thought that I could just click on a video and get the measurements and then just do that. Which I kind of can, but it's just tricky. So I'm just going to go out 6 on each of these edges. And then I need to build up the square to meet. All the way around. The creeper farm is not easy, but not hard, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little bit tricky if you don't know what you're doing and if you're not actually paying much attention to the video. The specific video that I'm watching is by Moretingz, Moretingz on YouTube. They said they got the design from elsewhere, but I'm not sure. But having looked at it, it's similar to a design that I've done in the past. But there's some changes that hopefully will make it actually work. I had a bad experience last time. It not working. So basically, yes, basically we're building a nuclear bomb. Or at least a nuclear bomb factory. If that's the edge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should line up. Yeah. There we go. One more. Line up with there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, yeah, that's actually kind of true. One wrong step and you're playing Here Comes the Sun. Because the potential dangers of if the creepers don't die at the bottom and just can run amok, it's a pretty big danger. This is Java. Oop. One more. Once the iron golem dies, burn, burn, burn. Boom. Moretingz. Moretingz. Thank you for the follow, Zav. That's a good name. Zav. I made a Zav. Come on. That'll be it. Whoop. Come on. There we go. And that one. Beautiful. Okay. Here comes the challenge. Fill in the gaps, but not the middle bit. It is a little bit just placing blocks at the moment. And then soon we'll be placing lots and lots of trapdoors. Oh my gosh, how exciting. I hope everyone likes trapdoors. And seeing lots of them get placed. Also, I need to craft them, so, you know. That's also a thing. think I may have skipped a step. We should be fine, but... Yes, I did. Okay. We'll do this first. And then... we'll go back and do the other bit that I missed. Essentially, kind of the thing that makes the farm work. Or one of the main elements, I suppose. Alright, good luck to you, Nikki. I hope it goes well for you. I used to put I installed my, I used to have Ubuntu on my old PC. And I ran a Minecraft server off that. Just for me and my wife to play on. But that was fun. Oops. Not flying yet. How much have we got left? Oh, we're 3/4 of the way there. There we go. Slab, slab, slab. Slabbity slab. Now, depending on the timing of things, we'll see how long it takes to get this section, this first level, done. We may or may not finish the whole farm this stream. I haven't quite figured that part out. Little hydration. So that's done. So that's 6 minutes into the tutorial that I've skipped to. I just need to go back to sort of the 4.5 minute spot. And, oh, here we go. Build up 3, okay. And then on that top one, we build a 5x5. That just covers the center. Okay. And I need full blocks. I got lots of stone. Good. Perfect. I need some dirt. Keep the rockets on the hotbar. Don't be silly. 1, 2, 3. And then here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2 there. Oh, here. Hopefully that didn't ruin everything. Oh, okay. Well, no. I was going to say I could do it from down here, but I'm getting pushed around so much by the water. Not feasible. We come up here. We add the 5x5 in. So 2 more rows, 1 more row, and that's in. Okay. Now I suspect it needs to go up a certain amount as well. Oh, we go up a layer, and we come out one. Okay. Right. Get rid of the dirt while we're here. And then it's a 7 by 7. If I'm not mistaken, I think we need to fill all of this in as well. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, and you fill that in. Cool. And then you go up a certain amount. How many? So, okay, so we want the 7 by 7 to be 9 blocks tall. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to get this whole middle section up to this height. It's going to be just a lot of blocks. Now, I would stress about this stone because if you tune in last stream, I was cooking all of my cobblestone into stone. And took a decent amount of time. Well, I actually now have a... oh, I need to make some space. Or the shulker. I actually have... What is it? Silk touch on my pick. So I can just collect stone from the ground now. I don't have much use for smooth stone. It is handy when you're like building things. I mean, especially things like this, because it's got the outline on each block. It sort of makes it easier to see and count the blocks that you're working with. Which can help, you know, check your work and prevent errors, I suppose. Errors that I've made several of already. I think the worst issue I've had so far was the water, thankfully. Nearly there. I'm hoping to have enough time to figure out the facade of that wall. Get that sort of design fully locked in. And then at least have the walls done. Like the back wall and the other side wall. The front entrance I was going to do slightly different, but haven't fully decided on that yet. Haven't designed anything. So from my understanding of how the farm works is creepers will spawn on here. And then there'll be trapdoors here and stuff. And they will see this big mass of blocks. Because they're the only actual full blocks nearby. The other ones being down there. Then they will see that as the only sort of places they can walk to. So then they'll go do and fall in and get pushed down here where that creeper is now and die. Now, as we're here and paying attention to things, we have created a spawnable area. Yes, it will be creepers only. Thank you for the gift. Is that a teddy bear? That's really cute. Thank you, Tree. Chai. Oh, some dirt. Thank you. Oh, some more dirt. Okay. Oh, I don't have... I'm pretty sure the next step is to get lots of slabs. Thank you for the follow, Finnegan. And for the likes. Appreciate all the likes, everyone. Oh, just going to have a look. Actually, let's keep this open. Keep the game open. Because whenever I have checked, like, the live stuff whilst I'm streaming, it has been not useful. But I've only ever checked right at the start. So I thought I might just give it a quick check now and see if anything is helping me to do the things I want to do. On my live tab, on my live analytics. No, I don't want stuff that's happened in the past. I want the stuff that's happening right now. No, it doesn't show me. Okay. Either way, thank you for all the support, everyone. The follows and the likes and the gifts. Oh, it's a wee koala. Very good. Quick, who am I voting for, Andrew? Not a huge decision has been made yet. I will probably need to actually get out and vote tomorrow. But I'm leaning away from the Liberal Party, let's put it that way. I tried to make a double zombie farm, but the spawners are too far apart. I'm so sad. Literally by 4 blocks. Oh, that's a shame, Caleb. I have had some luck and some bad luck with things like the cave spider spawners. I think I had one spot where I had like 3 or 4 of them, but I could only get 2 at a time to actually be within range. Okay. So I need a bunch of trapdoors. And we need to put a slab in each corner. Hi, Nathan. I'm making a creeper farm. Whoops. And it's based on pathfinding rather than cats. So hopefully all the creepers see this big mass of blocks in the middle as the place they want to walk to. And then they walk down into the water. I would love to have a raid farm. I've never built one before. And I don't have much. Let's put... I don't think I need signs anymore. Well, I do need wood, though. I don't think I need buckets anymore. Okay. Let's grab some of these. And we're going to need all of the trapdoors. This is a very trapdoor heavy farm. In so much as to say, I don't know if this is enough. Yeah. More. There is always the possibility of more, but that is partly why I have a big clump of trees. Trees are good for wooden things. So we want the trapdoors to be placed here so that they click down like that. Not like that. Okay. So the thing is, you can't like place them on the side there because that will flick down that way. And then a creeper can walk along this whole thing. Whereas if these are all flicked down, the creeper can only walk on the edge and then fall down. And we've lost the trapdoor already. The corners were also an issue when I was making previous versions of this farm. And I actually eventually I changed the design into a cat-based one because this just wasn't working. And that change is essentially you put a cat in the middle, you fill in this, and then you put the trapdoors at the edge here and make a bigger collection area. It is packed. Auckland, I just finished my creeper farm the other night and AFK'd it last night. Fantastic. Oh, large chest of gunpowder. Fantastic. That's what I want to hear. Creeper farms at work. I think this one needs another layer of trapdoors. Yeah. They place a slab there. Why? Okay, well, we're not talking about why. All right. We'll just do it. So this one is a little bit weird, but we do another trapdoor there that folds down like that. I would have thought to place it in the other orientation, but apparently it doesn't matter. 3 stacks of TNT to get 28 agent debris. Yes. That's what it's for. Lachlan, I don't, but I should. And I will once I've got the creeper farm running. Oop. Okay. So then the slab goes there for some reason. Again, I'm hoping these are the minor improvements that have made like the corners work and the farm be more consistent. Use flight duration 2 because they're awesome and efficient. Yeah, I my past experience had been that the flight duration one didn't make a difference for flying. And then I did a test on last time I streamed, and it showed that it did make a difference. In fact, a big difference. So that's sort of a extra motivation to... Oh, we're doing the edge. Okay. Motivation to get the creeper farm built. Okay, so I need stairs now, and I have only got 29. Funnily enough, we should use them all up on one edge. So let's see if we do. I'm mending on some of my gear. Yes, this is Java, Lachlan. I have mending on my tools. Mending, not mending on that. Mending. 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 I have mending on my elytra and my helmet. There you go. I need more mending. Bug rock. I only play Bedrock when I'm playing with my kids, because they've got the Minecraft on the Switch. So at least I can, which is a nice thing to have, but I'd rather it was all just the same. And then this one more. My friends killed all the villagers in my trading hall, dear. Not very good friends. Let's go do a sleep. They aren't welcome back in my world. Yeah, well, there you go. I should put some torches down whilst I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Enderman Farm for XP is definitely on the list. I do want to try out some of the new ones. I think it uses silverfish and the armadillo. You can make XP farms with those. I want to try that out. TNT ship flying machines. I don't know if they work on Bedrock, if they can be built on Bedrock. If they can, that'd be cool. It means, yeah, you set up like a clever machine to duplicate the TNT without having to craft it. It's handy, but it's not technically legit, so it's up to you if you do it. Running a bit low on the stone. So I turned it all into slabs. Hello, my love. You okay?
I have an important query.
What's that?
Would you like some hash browns?
Hash browns? No. I'll take a Milo. Thank you, Dal. Oh, thank you for the follow. If Harvey, my pads are going to break soon. Yeah.
Take them off! You ignored me.
I will get around to like enchanting really good gear. Probably not long after this. I need to get the villagers situated so I can trade with them lots. And then I will focus on getting perfectly enchanted gear. One of my friends recently moved from Bedrock to Java. Good move. And his first server he wanted to try was 2B2T. Oh dear. I think I joined the queue for 2B2T once. That's as far as I got. Yeah, my enchants are crap, Harvey. Heard about it. 50 terabytes of storage on that server. Yeah, 2B2T has a reputation. Should have built the farm over ocean, not river. That's why they barely work over a river. Yeah, it's not. So it's supposed to be a really productive farm. So if it's only a little bit productive for me, that should be plenty. Yeah, the thing with 2B2T is there's no rules, essentially. I think there are some rules where you could get banned, but essentially there's no rules. So like you could use cheats and stuff and modded clients and all that kind of stuff. So if you go on there playing vanilla, you're going to have a hard time. Yeah, you'd have to give him an alt account, yeah. Deep ocean biome is beneficial for GP farms. I mean, it's beneficial for any kind of farm that you need spawning. No bans whatsoever. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought there was still the occasional ban for like duping forbidden items and stuff like that. Boom. I think we need another row of these. He says, clicking play on the tutorial as it zooms past the bit I've just done. So yeah, the stair blocks that I'm using right now, they're not full blocks. So the creepers won't see them as viable for pathfinding too. So we need to actually go up 2. Dripping gets patched, but nobody gets banned for it. You get priority queue taken away for lag machines. Yeah, things like lag machines as well. It's crazy what they do. Yeah, that you're right. The minor increase in the rates for this farm, it's already a very productive farm, so I'm not worried about having it like perfectly efficient. If it was, yeah, there's like ocean and stuff around that I could take it to. And like if I wanted it to be the best whenever, that always involves like nether portals and stuff. I have run out of stone. I think I need to go mining. Thankfully, I have just the spot. Ooh. This is where I got all my cobblestone. Can you tell? But now we can get it all as stone and not have to worry about smelting it. And it's just as efficient as my other pickaxe, so it's not a big stress. Yeah, I only want fireworks and like a round of TNT for going to the nether for netherite. That's it. That's it at the moment. If I decide to do... Wow, I just remembered a project me and my wife did during COVID.
No, we won't. We're not doing that. You're not doing that.
On the server we had with our friends, we were building a wither skeleton farm. Hey mate, it is Silk Touch, the top one on my diamond pick. That's what makes it come out. It's just stone. These beds are elytra, the bastions for ancient debris. Yeah, I like the TNT method. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All good, May. You can get it fairly easily off an enchanting table or off a villager. I find it's a fairly common one that shows up on the books that they trade. Yeah, so the thing that big project that me and my wife did in the Nether was we were building a wither skull farm so that we could sell the wither skulls to our friends. And we were having lots of trouble getting the skeletons to spawn, even though we'd built the farm correctly. So the decision was made to build a perimeter in the Nether so that we could remove all potential spots of spawning for any mobs. And it worked, but it took, I think it was a couple of weeks of us working on it, the two of us. And like the main thing we were digging with was TNT because it works so well on Netherrack. And I had a pretty good creeper farm and she had a pretty good creeper farm. So between us, we managed. But it's definitely not something either of us want to do ever again, so. Big effort. Can you use Silk Touch on a shovel for the dirt block to have grass? Yes. And you can use it on like these ores. So you'll see I've got the copper ore block here in my inventory. So if I mine this copper, see it drops as a block rather than getting like 6 or 7 of the raw copper. Generally, any block that changes when you dig it will not get broken by Silk Touch or not get changed by Silk Touch. Not sure that's 100% true, but in general, I think things like, I don't think you can pick up path blocks, and you can't pick up farmland either. Do you mostly play single player / SMP style, or have you played any game modes? So do you mean like Bed Wars and stuff? I have touched on other things like that, other servers. I did not free up much space in my inventory before doing this, did I? I've got a world on Bedrock with my kids where we do creative mode. That's different enough for me. Oh, thank you for the follow, Eon Bell. Yoin? I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that, actually. Or even Skyblock. I think I did a Skyblock years ago when it was like first popular. But I haven't since then. And like one block. I know my wife did some one block recently. And it seems like it's definitely a challenge of its own. For me personally, it seems to just slow down the game even more. So I don't know if I want that. I already play slow enough. Pronounced the same as Owen. Okay. Factions and some pop PvP for a while. Yeah, I did when I did a bit of streaming a while ago, and I had a few games with some people. I think it was Bed Wars. I'll be honest, I wasn't very good at it. And like Minecraft has never struck me as the most like stable online experience. So I don't know, you know. I just didn't feel like it was super great playing those sort of games. I think I would like to get into because I like competitive, well, not quite competitive, but like online shooters. Counter-Strike 2, Overwatch 2, played a bit of Battlefield in the past. I'd like to try out like Marvel Rivals, see what it's like. Seems like it's fun. Much more than that I couldn't say. Just gonna clear out this dirt. I'll just focus on the stone while I'm here. Oh, I should be using the stone cutter, shouldn't I? Yeah, it seems like if I can, and it's one of those things where you need to put a bit of time into it. With like I mean, playing Overwatch, I like it once I like it more when I've put a bit of time in and have got the feel for a couple of the heroes. But then I take a break for like a year or two. So, but if I could do that with Marvel Rivals, if I had the time for it, then it might be really fun. But I don't know. Apex Legends, yeah, I couldn't really get into Apex. It seems, for me, Apex feels like you're playing Counter-Strike, but it also, oh, nearly knocked over my drink. It also feels like I'm playing, when I tried it, the like League of Legends, where it gives you all these options and like I've got no idea what one to pick. Valorant. Maybe. I played both and I didn't really like either of them, I'll be honest. Yes, I do mean, now that I think about it, yes, I do mean Valorant. But Apex was the one, like, Apex was more PUBG style, but like weird and futury. And I had similar issues. Yeah. I didn't hate either game, I would say. I just didn't love them either. Just didn't grasp me. Like I'd like to be grasped. Hopefully that's about enough. I'll just finish off this little row. And we'll make some stairs. And keep building the farm. I have got, yep, my thingy. Oh, and here's a secret for anyone who may have been paying attention. I've got Milo in my stash. Hold on. Better. So this little cave, I think I put out a short or a TikTok today, just before I streamed actually, that's right, of my misadventures in this cave before I lit it up, which were very miss. I died a bunch of times. But this cave is actually connected to the cave from when I first, on the first episode, I suppose. Oh, thank you for the rose, Sazza. 114. That was a slime. Oh no, I would have liked that slime. Well, that's good to know. There's a slime chunk there. So, yeah, this is where I got the lava down here. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. We'll swoop down. So you see there's like lava holes all scooped up. That's where I got the lava for my nether portal. There's diamonds. I never saw those. Hi. I'll fly. Oh, missed. Up and out of the hole. Hey. Oh, 5 more roses. Thanks, Cesar. Any tips? I'm starting to beat the dragon. Shoot it lots with your bow. And then get underneath it when it lands and smack it with your sword. Isn't that big boxy bit a trial chamber? Well. School or ski? Ski. I'll show you a secret. I've actually been into a trial chamber, which is directly underneath. So, Kinda. Yeah. I've been to this child chamber already, so I'm not really spoiling anything there. Good eyes. Yeah, it's kind of a giveaway when you see that terrain like that because it's not normal. I remember thinking that the cave was very weird, and then when I found the trial chamber and stuff, I need to go to the stonecutter. When I found the trial chamber, it started to make sense why the terrain was like that. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, I've got one more stack. I'll do that. If not, I've got more in my shulker that I can convert into stairs. Making auto farms for trail keys. Yeah, that's stuff I want to do. I figured there would be a way to do it. I just don't know how. It's all sort of content that I need to get back to because I've been very good at doing like the main bit of Minecraft, which is going to the end and stuff and fighting the dragon, doing a few farms. But I need to spread out and do a bit more of the more recent content, especially. Like I've done a trial chamber, but like I didn't do anything with it after that. I've never even made like a amethyst on a geode. I'd love to make one of those so I can have endless purple stuff. Same way you make an XP farm for spanners. Just a hole underneath them with a channel of water to area. Right, yeah. I hadn't even thought of a concept of how to start thinking about farming a trial chamber because you have to be in there for it to start. So I guess you AFK in there whilst the mobs spawn. That makes sense. I should make a Diddy farm. That's a terrible question. It's funny though, but terrible. Okay, so we've got all the stairs in place. And then we go to the corner and do what I think we're going to do. Yeah, okay. And then, okay, that makes sense. So lots of trapdoors are needed. Where did I put them? Spawner only goes off every 30 minutes. So it's not the best. Yeah. I guess that would be like a potential thing where like I would say it's okay to mod the game a little bit. Is this really all of the... Oh yeah, okay. The trapdoors that I've got. Because I know you can like mod in an extra player. So my thought is maybe you just leave a player in the trial chamber forever. And it's like a fake player that just stands there and does nothing. Well, it just loads the area as if there is a player there. Not quite a chunk loader, but like slightly better than chunk loader. Yeah, I did the ominous trial once, not in this world, in my last world, and it was fun. I think is the best way to put it. I had a good time. I never did get a mace though. That's something I'd love to get. I'd love to try and like go back and kill all the bosses with a mace. That would be fun. That would be lots of fun. Do some murdering from above. Just go around. So essentially these trapdoors are all going over this floor up to sort of this spot here. So, because there's nothing will spawn in this area. So this will make sure that it's only creepers that can spawn. Oh, no, I need to. Let's go around the donut. Thank you for the follow, Ski. Yeah, I'd like to try out like all of the maces enchantments and stuff too. That would be a lot of fun. So I know there's like the bounce one where you can go into a crowd of mobs and just keep bouncing off them. That seems like a lot of fun. If you can get it right and like figure out the timing of things. No worries, thank you, Ski. It's like I'm talking in pigeon language. Now there's a 90s reference. For anyone that grew up in that decade. Could be even older, I suppose. You add ski to the end of every word that you say. It's supposed to confuse your parents so they can't understand you. But it's a very obvious and easy code to decipher. I've still got 2 stacks. Okay, we might even get there. No, we might not. It's a lot of trapdoors needed. It's a very... previous versions I've made were not this wide. So yes, there was still a lot of trapdoors, but I think this one takes the cake for trapdoors per level. And I think you could technically make this as tall as you want. The one I'm building only has 2 layers. Or 2 spawning layers. Thank you for the follow, Dylan. Appreciate the follows and the likes and the gifts and all that stuff. Even just pop in and say hi. I love it all. And the lurkers, we love the lurkers. But we don't mention the lurkers too much because we don't want to scare them away. I need to figure out how to like drink my Milo without getting my mustache in it. So I'm gonna look like an idiot. That didn't work. I barely got any drink. And I messed up my mustache. So normally what I do is like, especially when I'm streaming, I've been putting wax in my mustache, but I haven't done that tonight, and I'm starting to regret it. I think I might just have to go ham on the Milo in a second. Chug it, and then give the mustache a wipe. How are we doing for time? Okay, we've got about an hour before we need to finish. A little bit over an hour. I've got a sort of time limit of midnight local time. I pretty strictly need to adhere to because of having children that need to be up in the morning. I sure hope I have more wood in the base because I need way more trapdoors. You don't have much. Okay. Hopefully we've got enough to finish this level at least. Then we might need to spend some more time gathering resources. Look, we're getting close. We've got 1 or 2 more layers. I am glad I did all that extra tree chopping off stream because we wouldn't even be close to getting done if I hadn't. I actually took the time to watch an interesting show, question mark, about the, it's a new one on Netflix about the attempted diamond heist at the Millennium Dome of the Millennium Diamond. Supposed to be worth hundreds of millions. And how it all went down and how it all terribly failed. It was very interesting because it was made, like the documentary style show was made by Guy Ritchie, who makes like heist movies and like gangster movies. Hey! Chilex, how you doing? My Polish friend, I believe. Hope you're well. Welcome back from school. Thank you for the follow, person who's just a username that says user. If you just followed, thank you. Engagement, it helps me get bigger. What you building? I am building a creeper farm. We're actually getting close to maybe spawning some creepers. Thank you for the follow, Trenton Relts. That's a fun name. A strong name. So we've got... The platform is ready almost. If you know anything about mob spawning in Minecraft, thank you, Xavier, on looking classically wise with the stash and the goat. Mob spawning in Minecraft, if a space has got at least 2 blocks in it, pretty much any mob can spawn. 2 blocks tall. So A creeper is actually one of the few mobs that is shorter than the 2 blocks. So we put the trapdoors here, and the creeper can still spawn, but like a zombie and like zombie children, because they count as a zombie, don't spawn. And a spider won't spawn, and enderman won't spawn, all that kind of stuff. So only creepers, but then there are spiders. So the next step, I think, in building this farm, in the tutorial that we're kind of following, doing a bad job of following properly, but getting there eventually, I'll say. We'll be putting some slabs down. Because I did pre-watch the tutorial. I just didn't do a very good job of absorbing any of the information. We put slabs. We come out here. And then here. So you see, with a spider, it needs a 3x3 spot. I think it's only 1 block tall to spawn. So if we place a block like this every 2, then the creeper can still spawn and pathfind and come over here, or pathfind and come around and come over here and fall in. But there's no 3x3 grid here for the spider to spawn. And you have to kind of make this pattern like this. And then here we go 1 apart because it's a funny dimension that we've done. And these, so the blocks that I'm standing on right now, these are top slabs. So they are spawnable. And these here are bottom slabs. So this is like the bottom half of a block. And that is not a spawnable block. So nothing can spawn on that block. And it's being revealed to me right now that somewhere I've messed up a measurement. Or did I do it? Okay. Here's what I messed up. We'll come from this side. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then so here, there's a gap 3. So spiders could spawn along here. So we need to do this. I thought there was 1 spot where they're like 1 block apart, but it's actually these 2 here in the middle. If I pay attention to the layout I'm supposed to follow. But then here I can go like this, like this, like this, just every 2 blocks. Or on every 3rd block. And then in the middle we go like that, like that. And then, look, we got creepers spawning. Hello, creepers. Pathfind. Over to me. I'm over here. There we go. It works. Good to know. Except he's not doing anything. Go to the middle, please, sir. So this is the kind of problem I've had in the past where they just stand there. Hopefully, when everything's made and set up properly, it will work. If not, we can always retrofit cats in here somewhere. Or snow golems in the middle to attract them. No, you must go in the farm. Oh, he's not following me anymore. Yeah, Pathfind. That's it. Oink. Down you go. The beautiful sunrise. Stopping any creepers from spawning right now. But at least we know it kind of works. It's just creepers spawning right now. We didn't even get any spiders last night in the spots I haven't filled in yet, which isn't many. In fact, it's done. Almost. Well, okay. This platform's done. I'm going to try and drink the Milo now and make a huge mess on my stash. Yummy. Very good soup, Memecraft. Nice and warm Milo. I let it cool down just a little bit so I could chug it. But it has hit that spot for me. Okay. I've done that. I've done that. And then we want to get onto the roof of the trapdoors. And what are we doing? Oh, slabs on the top half. Okay. So we're sort of finishing this platform-ish still. Ooh! Just going for a little fly. Audio, sorry. Probably because I was messing with my microphone a bit. So we're covering everything up to here in top slabs. And if you're any good at math, you'll realize this is the next spawning platform. There'll be 2. Thank you for the follow, Memecraft. Hopefully you can find some good wholesome memes in my streams. And nothing that makes me look silly. And Iron with the follow. Thank you. Appreciate the love, guys. The likes and the follows. The gifts that have been coming in. I very much appreciate all of it. Because I'm a my name is Memecraft because I miss Minecraft and memes. Fantastic. Is there ever any crossover is the question. Oops. Accidentally made a block. Fantastic. Minecraft memes. Oh, thank you for the share as well. Just a simple guy making his creeper farm because he wants to blow stuff up and fly everywhere fast. Getting there for this bit. Getting there. I could potentially, like, close off this section and just see if it works, but I don't have the capability, or not capability. I really should be finishing it, is what I'm saying. You should join the Hermit Crafter server. Oh, I would love to. That would be amazing. That'd be so much fun to hang out with that silly group. But I don't actually know any of them, and I believe... I could be wrong, but they tend to be... I mean, especially since sort of the last few seasons, they've... anyone that they invite tends to be already sort of a part of their creator friendship group. And I don't think I know anybody in that. Mumbo jumbo for mayor. I could be the face. With the stash. Yes. Mumbo only pretends to have a mustache in his online game, whereas I actually have one, so technically that makes me better, I think. At least follicularly superior. Can I see your skin? I suppose you mean in Minecraft. It's me. I actually unbound by accident my where is it? Controls? Nope. Where is keyboard? Mouse? Oh, keybinds. There you go. Button 5. Toggles perspective. Oh, I do have it. Hold on. Boom. There we go. That's me. I'll even take off my stuff for a second. That's my character. That's my, like, super rough skin that I made one time. And I have a cape, but also there is a target on my back. I have used other skins in the past, but I decided to make a custom one. And it was like a matter of being so bad that it's good, so I kept it. And if you look at my YouTube, I actually make a it's iconic and terrifying. Yes. I have a version of it on like the thumbnails. So I've got like the skin imported into Blender on a rigged character. And then I've posed him in funny poses and done silly things. So it's a lot of fun. Done the slabs. Okay, so it's just repeating the other layer. Just gonna make my own and use it. Well, I mean, I don't know what version you use. If you're on Java, you can. You just go online with the like there's character creators online. I just came from the most crashed out fella. It's so pleasing to be here now. You gotta follow. You're welcome, 4 cents. I'm just here chilling, having a good time, making a creeper farm. Nothing too crazy. It is Hawker. It's a creeper farm. I wonder if Steve had one. Because he had rockets, so he'd killed creepers and collected their gunpowder. We know that much. Oh no. I'm all out of trapdoors. Okay, that's a problem. I don't think I've got any more in these shulkers. Nope. Okay, let's go get some more wood. Yeah, I got space in my inventory. There's bees.
Nikki's back on Twitch.
Sorry, doll?
Nikki's back on Twitch.
Oh, hello, Nikki. I am still live. How big do I want the farm to be? So we're doing an extra level. So I need, now that I think about it, a lot of trapdoors. Probably a few stacks of logs, I guess. I'm not sure. It shouldn't take too long to gather. Especially because I have an epic tree farm. Not really farm, but plot. A plot of land with a load of trees on. These are just oak trees. Nothing special. Although the sun's setting, so we need to do a sleep. Back to the house. Sir, it's not your bed. Yeah, I planted lots and lots of saplings. So it's just rows and rows of saplings that I planted like this. And then lots of them grew. And now I'm here chopping the trees. It's the best way I've found in my experience to get lots of wood quick. Your Ubuntu install broke. Oh no, Nikki. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not that tech savvy on that side of things. So it's hard to say exactly what your problem is. Hey, beehive. I am chopping trees and shit. I'm trying to fix it, but I don't want to install my HDD. No, my HDD is fast. So I would check things like, is your HDD in the correct format? Is there enough space on the partition that you're trying to install it on? Those sort of things can be issues. You might need to wipe the whole drive. They need to remake the Minecraft movie, but with me. Look, I have seen the crappy like version you get. Well, I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips of the version if you try to pirate the movie without all the VFX. I could do that. Hey, Newbert. Need to be in school now, but I'll check in with later. No worries, Memecraft. Thanks for hanging out. I am Steve. I am Steve. I am Steve. I know they did multiple takes for that one. The kids were telling me because they changed it from the what's it called? The trailer, and they were like, "Oh my god, did you know they changed how he says I am Steve?" I'm like, they just used a different take, and they're like, "Yeah, oh my god." I'm like, that's filmmaking number one. But to them, it was like the biggest thing. So we let them have it. How much more are you going to build the farm? I mean, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna finish this next stack of logs, make some more trapdoors, and hopefully finish the farm soon. There's not a ton of like stuff I will need to reference anymore, so I can just get on with it. I need to do another layer of trapdoors, and then the roof, and the slabs that will stop the spiders, and then it's pretty much done. So actually, we're close, but still a little bit far, and I just went over. Okay. Now let's go make some trapdoors. I wish they had like a sawmill version of the stone cutter, so you could get like better, not quite efficiency, but more for your logs. Pop all of that in there, and that. Don't think I need the dirt either. And we'll make some stairs. So from a stack of logs, okay, 2 stacks of logs, we made 4, 5, and 20. So 5 stacks and 20 stairs. So, oh. I need to be making trapdoors, not stairs. Pretend you didn't see that? Question mark? Do you know what my brain just did? I can tell you. I was talking about using the stone cutter to get more out of your wood. And the last time I used it was for stairs. And then I wasted a bunch of wood on oak stairs. I do need more stairs anyway, kind of. I guess we could switch to wood. But, like, the stone that I've got should be enough. I think I'll stay on the stone. Let's get these trapdoors in. Let's see. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's chop some more wood. It's just not going to be. I'd rather do this now and then get it right. I always over or underestimate how long the time is going to take to build a farm. Here's me thinking this would already be done, but we're still going. We must get it done. I need the gunpowder very badly. I guess this gives a chance for the paper farm and the iron farms to fill up. This one. Okay, darling. I'll see you later. Just chopping some wood. It's starting to get a little bit late here, so I'll be finishing the stream in about half an hour, which, in my mind, the creeper farm should be long done by now. By the way, why did you decide your name Molytron? Ah. Kind of a story, not much of a story behind the Molytron name. So when I was growing up, I got the nickname Moly from friends in high school because I've got a couple of like moles on my chin. Nothing huge, just like normal sized ones, but like that was enough. And then I decided, well, that's when I was like going online and stuff. That was a fun nickname to use, so I used that as my like online accounts was Moly. And then some places need longer usernames than 5 letters. So when watching Friends, actually, Ross was like coming up with cool nicknames for himself, like Rossatron and stuff like that. So I decided that's funny. I will stick Tron on the side or on the back of my name of Moly, and I can be Molytron. So it's sort of a combination of things. Yeah, just a little bit lighthearted, nothing too serious. And then I sort of, maybe a year or two ago, I wanted to do sort of a, not quite a rebrand, but use a different name for different things. And I settled on Janners, because that's part of my name anyway. And because I've got lots of my stuff, like even just if I type into Minecraft, hello, my Minecraft name is Molytron. My Twitch name was already Molytron, and I already had that all set up with like affiliate and everything. So I didn't see the need to necessarily change that or make a new one. I don't know if you can change it, but I thought I'd rather keep the good account going. So that's why sort of my newer stuff is Janners, and my older stuff is Molytron, but I'm not like getting rid of Molytron or anything like that. Yeah, see, Janners was going to be like my Rust nickname. And I did a couple of Rust videos, and then I was trying to stream Rust, and my computer had a fit about that. So I was like, okay, well, I still want to make content. So I pivoted back to Minecraft and kept the Janners channel, and then the Janners TikTok, and then, yeah, so. Yeah, it's just sort of a bit of a mix up, but it's fine. Some more trapdoors, not stairs. Come on. Okay, I think that's closer to being enough. I've got more logs if I need to convert. Now let's get these in. At least change it, at least keep Moly T in the name. Yeah, I usually keep Moly in the name. I've got a few variations I use for different things, like emails and stuff. And like I made an alt account for to use as like a camera account, which never really panned out. But that one was Molycam. And then my son wanted to play Minecraft recently on the laptop. And I was like, well, actually, I've got a Minecraft account I don't use. And now my son is Molycam. Sideways. Oh, bad trapdoor. Boom. Okay. Boom. There we go. Beautiful. So then... Hi there, Michael. I'm building a creeper farm. We're getting close, I'll say. Got 1 or 2 more big parts, and then it's done. Put those slabs in those corners. And then... stairs around the walls, I believe. And we're doing 1, 2, 3 more. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Michael. So we'll come to the edge and grab some stairs. We'll go like that. And then we'll go like that. Oh, actually, we don't even need that block there. So we can go like this. Boom. Oh, I left my shulkers down the bottom. Okay. Silly shulker leaving person. So in case you missed it, we're making the walls out of stairs because it's not a full block. And the creepers that spawn in the farm won't try to walk towards it. They should try to walk towards the big mass of blocks in the center, though. Ideally. Whether or not that actually happens will be to be seen. We will need to make a AFK spot and just go up there and see if it works. But I know there will be a little bit of gun pattern because creepers were spawning, but they were chasing me. They weren't necessarily pathfinding to the middle, which is what they're supposed to do. I've got an extra block there too. What's an upside down stair? What's it doing there? Here. How do you say goodbye to 280? Wow. That's quite the joke. Yeah. It's a solid reminder that we're on the internet and anyone can join. Okay. I've seen some smaller creeper farms built with cats on the edge to push them towards the middle. Yeah, I have previously built one with cats in the middle, and then the trapdoors were like at the back edge. And then there's like a big pool at the bottom to catch the creepers in, and then they get sent to campfires to kill them. But this is also a design, and I wanted to try it out because it doesn't involve cats, and cat wrangling is a pain. And also, the cats could get like pushed around by the creepers. If they panicked stupidly enough and there was enough of them, then they would, the cats would occasionally get bumped around. So then the creepers, like if the cat got bumped to the far edge of the middle, then the creepers over here wouldn't see the cat at all. So it just affected the whole farm. Made it a problem. No worries, Nikki. I hope you can fix it. Yeah, you know what, Caleb? I had the same thought. I thought, no, the creepers will always run away, and there's like space separating them and all this kind of stuff. It didn't work. It never worked. There was always like, over time, the slightest nudge here and there would push the cats off center. And so every like once a week, I'd have to go and check on the cats and nudge them back. So if it wasn't creepers, it was something else spawning in the farm. Which means the farm design was crap, and it should have only been creepers, like this one. Oops. Come on, trapdoors. We can do it. We're nearly there. We're so close to being there. The amount of stuff in my inventory is not representative of what it takes to build the farm. It's just what I crafted and a rough idea of how big things are. Thank you for the follow, Nate Philby. I do love all the follows and stuff that we're getting. That is the wrong button. Hello? Hello, mouse? This is a creeper farm, Hassan. Not an XP farm, Joe. Thank you for the follow, though. I have somehow managed to get into this mode and cannot change the camera. So we're going to have to go to keybinds and set it back to F5. Done, done, and done. Back. There we go. I had it on my mouse, but the button stopped working. It's one of the like weird side buttons as well, I think. And there's like several of them. Maybe I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing the wrong button. Oh no. There's too many buttons on this mouse. There's like 2 sets of side buttons that are like in pairs. And I've just figured out why that was happening. So my mouse is probably like really, really fast. There you go. Now it goes super slow. That's my normal speed. I usually have it one step up from super slow to feel comfortable. That's what I'm used to. I think it's about 3000 DPI is my normal. For those who are interested, I only know because it usually pops up on my screen if I'm not in a game. It shows me like what you've changed it to, because I always accidentally click the buttons. How many layers have I made so far? So we've got one layer below, down there, and then we're building this layer. And according to the builder of the farm, that's enough. So well, the designer, not the builder. I'm the builder of this farm. The designer that I'm trying to follow, and doing honestly a fairly poor attempt. I think. Trying to remember, did they do another layer after this? Oh, they did do a third layer. Okay. Oh, they did a bunch. See. Okay. So we might we'll cap it off after this layer and just see if the farm actually works. And then we can dig it out and keep going. Not tomorrow, but I mean, I might finish it off stream. It's the kind of thing I can do off stream. Because we spent a whole stream doing it. Yeah. So as long as it's like working, I'll be happy. It's just literally the main thing is the amount of time it takes to place all the blocks at this point. That's the time that's taking a lot. And then occasionally having to go and gather more wood because I ran out of logs to make trapdoors. So I had mined, I think, a couple of rows of logs. And that, I mean, that got used up on the first level, mostly. So we're into the second batch of logs, but we've got a decent amount of trees I can still chop down. And yeah, all these trapdoors are doing is reducing the height of the spawning area. So that zombies and not spiders, zombies, skeletons, endermen, those kind of beasties that spawn in the dark. None of those will spawn here except for spiders and creepers. So we make some changes to the platform to block the spider spawns from happening, and then we only get creepers. I have made a tree auto farm in the past. It's been a while, so I'll be interested to see if they've changed at all. I don't mind things that are complicated if they're really good. And if there's like a tutorial I can follow. But we figured out the autocrafter on stream, so I'm sure I can figure out, you know, weird bits of redstone that are required for tree farms. There's no redstone in this farm, I don't think. It's kind of a funny one that's like, it's just spawning mechanics and the AI pathfinding mechanics that make this farm work. But yeah, I like the automation side of things. I like games like Factorio? Question mark. where you produce resources and then transfer it and do something with it and then use that something that you make. That's fun. And here the resource is gunpowder. And I mean that's built. So we just got this row. It should come up to this edge here before the trapdoors on the platform actually start. How many trees? Many trees. I don't know how else to put it. Many, many trees have gone down in the building of this farm. There, and there, and there. So this stops there from being any 3x3 top slab area. Everything is too wide. And that stops the spiders from being able to spawn. And in this spot, they need to be just one apart because of the size and shape of the farm. Oops. Do you already have an auto sugarcane farm? I do, actually. I will show you in a moment once I got these slabs down. I'm a little bit proud of it because I got the auto crafter working. And I was able to figure out the redstone for that without following a tutorial. So I'm a bit happy in terms of my sugarcane farm. So that's the creeper farm. So we need to go do a couple more of those spawning platform levels. This is the sugarcane farm. You can see there's not many observers in. There is a creeper in there somehow. I didn't know they could do that. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't affect things. I don't think it will. And then maybe if we're lucky. Oh, we just need one more piece of sugarcane. I'll grab some from over here. Oh, what a thing came and dropped off some sugarcane. And then the paper shoots up. Hooray! And lands in the collection. So there's a decent amount. Almost a full double chest worth, I think. And that we finished, and we built this on the last stream. So it hasn't been going for that long. Which is kind of cool. I did spend a few hours one evening chopping trees and doing a bit of terraforming around here. Because this was all weird. But other than that, it's been running about 6 hours, I suppose. Pretty decent amount of stuff. So for now, I think we will, because if I look at the thing, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 spawning platforms. And then the top of it is just half slabs again. to block all the light, I think. And, oh, I'm running low. Where are my shulkers? I didn't leave them in here, did I? That would be embarrassing. I don't think I did. I think they're in the house. What other build ideas do you have in mind? Well, I need to finish the build for the sugarcane farm. Figure out what to do with that. That might be a later me problem because it's going to have to be a huge build to surround it. I need to build something to cover up the iron farm here as well. And I want to do like a rebuild on that because I'm not happy with that. That's got my lava chicken. For any Minecraft movie lovers. Lava chicken. Go up here. There's lava and there's chicken. And it makes cooked chicken. I know. I'm so original. It's a good food source. And I should close those doors. But I want to keep building farms. I want to build some better housing for the villagers. Because right now, this is where they live. It's not very good. So I want to build. I like this sort of style, and sort of this coming from the style that my house is built in. So I want to sort of use that style to upgrade all the housing and stuff around here. Make a creeper to surround the creeper farm. That's an option. Have I done that in the past? I've thought about doing that in the past. Long time ago. Can't remember if I actually did it. Ah, slabs. These I need. More slabs. Hopefully that's enough. If it's not, I'll grab that. I don't need the stairs anymore, do I? Grab that too. Okay. Let's go slab over the top of the creeper farm. And also check the boxes whilst we're here. 2 gunpowder in one of them. Another gunpowder. And, oh, a little bit more. There you go. So it is working. Very slowly so far. So then we slab over the top of the whole farm. Like this, with bottom slabs. So these are not spawnable because they're on the bottom half of a block. So if I build a block on the corner here. So that's a full block in its normal sort of position. We're building on the bottom half. Trying to remember the world where I had the creeper farm that was like creeper shaped. I think it was, might have been the one with the dome. I built a huge like half sphere of glass to be like my part of my base, but my like villager housing. And I had like a different villager type on every level. Because I built a bunch of levels in it because it was a big glass dome. I think it was like 100 blocks, like wide at the bottom. Maybe 50. I can't remember. It was a big glass dome. And yeah, I had each level. It had a different type of villager. I think even like the bottom was so big, I had librarians and farmers, and a bunch of farmland, and like a library for the villagers to live in. It was quite nuts. I'm having a foggy memory of what that actually looked like. Because I know I had like an area where I was building farms and stuff. I can't picture both of them together. I think that was the first world I actually streamed in, like after I gave up on hardcore as well. Because as it turns out, hardcore is hard. And I could never get too far. I kept dying in hardcore with my terrible builds on like on the trying to build a defensive perimeter for my house and stuff. Creeper farm. Hi, Steady Cat. Building a trading hall for my villagers. I'm trying to figure out a good design. Yeah. I'm going to put fletchers so I can sell them sticks. Yeah, I'm going to do lots of those kind of things. I'm going to have like a different building for each type of villager. Do you remember the dome, Steady Cat? Remember that world? Trying to remember. I'm sure I had a creeper farm in that one. Completely different to this one. Yeah, the glass dome. So in my hubris, I didn't pay attention to the tutorial I was watching. Once again. And I thought he only built 2 layers of spawning platforms. This is survival, Zach. So nothing has been like spawned in by creative mode or anything. This is all cobblestone that I mined myself. And oh no, that's not how that's supposed to work. Guess like that. There we go. Just need to clear that out. Beautiful. Boom. Ah. Still lots of roof to go. I thought that was the last bit. Which one was the giant tree? The giant tree was the world after that, I think. So that's the one I was playing with Liz. This is a creeper farm. Nick. Welcome back, Nick. Nice. How do you keep loading up more slabs into your main row after one set runs out? I have a very simple trick. On Java, it's called middle click. So anytime... And I think it works on Bedrock as well, but it's on PC. So it's called the block pick button. I think that's what it's called. So if I'm on anything else on my hotbar, I can middle click on a slab and it takes me to the slabs on my hotbar. And if I have nothing, if I don't have that thing on my hotbar, then the current slot is replaced with the item in my inventory. So it just pulls an extra stack out. So if I put that back in there, middle click, just pulls that 62 stack back out of my inventory and onto my hotbar. It makes building things like this way easier. Rather than having to like load up your whole hotbar and then redo it every time you run out. Yes, of course you can change keybinds to anything you like. I'm not sure if there's the option to do it on console. I think there's just less buttons on consoles with the gamepad, so it's harder to give, you know, every single option. You can do it on Bedrock / console? Okay. Curse your trackball use. You can still bind it. Okay, so if you go to your options, oh, I fell in. On console, then you can actually bind the pick block function. Which is something. What have I built in my world? Not a lot. We're on our 3rd farm, which is this one, the creeper farm. I'm just putting this temporary roof in to see if that's enough to make the creepers spawn. Let's see if there's much. Yeah, there's a bit of light spill coming through. Okay, so we do need to go a bit further out. Once completely covered, break the blocks in every corner. Oh, why? There we go. Okay, so we come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out. So quite a few more slabs needed. Although it should be running nicely at night, I suppose. Except I'm too close. So if we kill all the bad guys around here and maybe light it up as well, so they're not tempted to spawn here anymore. We should hopefully start to see some creepers falling. Thank you for the follow, no named person. I think slabs let light in. Not in Java, yeah. Oh! That was an explosion. That's a lot of zombies. Like a zombie horde. Ooh! I do have sharpness on my sword. Yeah, there we go. Watching the skeleton and the zombie fight in the background is pretty funny. Get him. Yes. Very good. Thank you. I just built that iron farm in my world. Yeah. It's a good one. It's the one is by ENX04. And I'm just trying to make it work better by spawn proofing with this with the path blocks. But I'm finding I'm still having issues with it. Okay. Torches and lighting up things. I've got more creeper holes. Filled in all my creeper holes the other night. Yeah, so when I built the iron farm, I very loosely followed the tutorial that you're kind of supposed to follow really closely to get the exact dimensions correct so that it works properly. It's mostly working now with the occasional hiccup, but it was barely working when I first built it. So there's been quite a few issues with that one. Entirely my own fault for not following the directions correctly, basically. You can see it's still working. There's, oh no. The new guy just showed up and killed a creeper? Question mark. Thank you, Solomon. That's a very kind thing to say. How long did it take to make the farm? So, some different farms. Sugarcane farm is hiding behind this facade. In there, that's turning it all into paper. That took a stream, so 3 or 4 hours. And the iron farm was quick to build, but quick to fail as well. I did build off stream a second one down here, just in case that one completely failed forever. And the creeper farm we built this stream. Can you eat, please? Yeah, sorry. I have heard actually today that yes, mobs can spawn on crafting tables. So I need to move this one, or I don't know, slab it. That might be one of the issues I've been having. Thank you for the gifts, person with funny characters for your name. The roses and the, I'm not sure what that other one is. Oh, a GG. Thank you for the GG, because I survived the night. Yeah, look, I'll be honest. There has been so many issues with it that even the idea of that crafting table being an issue was so far off my radar. I have only just made my creeper farm too. I have found the best way to creepers with a sword and to still get XP out of it. So I know on Bedrock you can do the trident. I don't know on Java. On Java, if you want XP, I think you have to kill it yourself. No, soul campfires don't give you the XP. They just kill and you don't get XP because it doesn't count as a player kill. I'm going to be pedantic and fill in these holes and then check on the farm. Yeah, so soul campfires do more damage than regular campfires. So it kills them quicker. And also they're blue and they look cool. But outside of that, they don't have any extra benefits. I'm going to swap to shovel. So in my offhand, so you can see I've got shovel and an axe. So I've got shovel in my on hand. I'm pointing to my screen. You can't see it. Shovel is my on hand and the axe is my offhand. And I can swap with a button. I press F to swap because that's default. So if I want to swing with the axe, I can. And then if I swap, I'll swing with the shovel. So I just keep a tool. When I'm building and stuff, I keep a tool on my offhand because you need different things at different times. If I'm adventuring, I might have a shield on my offhand. Or food or rockets, that kind of stuff. It's pretty handy. think you get 1k or 1.5k an hour. Wow. Didn't even notice that. Offhand torches forever. Yeah. Torches when you're caving. Having them when you're offhand. My leggies are down to 55. They're fine. Yeah, look. Iron farms in the past haven't been too bad. But this particular one that I built, because I built it so badly, has been very big issues. Fulbright mod, yeah. Okay. We've got some extra gunpowder. Let's take the stuff out that's not gunpowder. We only got a couple of creepers last night. I wonder if... Ooh. Bashed my head on it. Let's use the free cam, if there's any in there. Oh, there is. There we go. So they just kind of sit like this. That's my issue with this farm. Why are they doing that? Maybe there's to do with, I know to do with the distance you are from it, isn't it? Is like important. I didn't even see that creeper fall down. Oh. So the farm does work, kinda. We might need to install cats in like the corners and the edges. That would be a good way to make it go a lot faster. Like, why isn't he moving? He's supposed to be pathfinding here. You know? And then he despawned. Cool. I wish I could check light levels whilst I'm up there. Yeah, currently you just need to hope for them to walk, which is like, I don't know if I can live on hope. I don't think I ever got gunpowder for that last creeper. There's currently one creeper in the creeper farm. Now, I think part of it is that I need to bring out these slabs really far on the actual roof to reduce the amount of light that's spilling in. The other option would be to like block it up with solid blocks, but that would sort of defeat the purpose of the farm, I think. I think that's why. Better to build it higher up and on an ocean. It is spawning creepers. So building it higher up and like, so higher up actually reduces spawn rates. So you want to build it as low as possible in the world. If you can, build it at bedrock. So that's why people dig those perimeters to increase their rates. But caves and such, there's not much going on, believe. Could even have a look. I kind of purposely picked this spot because there was no caves beneath it. You see? So there's an Enderman there. And I think that's it. That's underground right now. So not mob spawns, you know. I do have a like a free cam mod. That's what it's called. I keep calling it perspective because it's like perspective mode. Similar. Supposed to go over water, bro. It still doesn't matter. It's spawning is what matters. And there's nothing here to spawn in. And like this cave is lit up. They can only spawn where I want them to. Not if their areas around are either spawn proof or not within range of the player. And it seems like they're not within range of the player to spawn down here. Like there's a glow squid. Oh no, here we go. Okay, full of mobs. But again, the problems that I'm facing is not right now at least, is not the spawning, because we are getting creepers in here. The problem I'm facing right now is getting them over here and down. And like the farm isn't even finished. I need to build a couple more layers. So yeah, snowmen or cats, I think, are going to be the way. Cats scare them away. So if I placed a cat in this corner, the creepers would run away. Some of them would go down. So if I placed a cat maybe in the middle here as well, and then a cat here, and then a cat here, and then a cat here, and then all the way around. So one in the corner and one in the middle. I suspect that would be enough to scare all the creepers towards the center. Here's the thing, MB Litsas. I don't want huge eyesores just built everywhere all over my world. I intend for this to have a build around it and for it to be incorporated in my town/city. So it's not only just I want it to be the best thing. I don't want it to be the most productive farm or anything like that. I'm trying out a design. I'm seeing if it works. Kind of does a little bit. And just keep saying just doing it over water isn't going to change that I wanted to build it here. But yeah, also it's not finished, and I'm not even like in the correct spot. So if I was to go here and then maybe, yeah, I'll do stairs. So the bottom of the farm is here, which is, wow, there's a creeper. See, it works. Y67. So spawn radius Minecraft is 128 blocks. So I need to go up 127 from here. So that gets us to 167, 187 plus 7 is 194. That gives us 1 block of extra room. So if I take this, we're here. So I want to get up to 194. So if I just stack this stack up, make a little bubble elevator in the middle that takes it up and down to attract them. That's a fun idea. And we'll use dirt for the end, because it's all I got. So roughly, technically now, supposedly, the only real space for mobs to be spawning in will be within the farm, because it's like a sphere around me of spawnable space. And that sphere, the very bottom tip of that sphere is right here. So it sort of comes out like this. So there's no mobs on the ground spawning. There's no mobs over here. No bad guys. See, there is a couple of like friendly mobs, but nothing bad, because I'm too far away. So this is the AFK spot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just demonstrating. But then, so we've got hundreds of creepers spawning now. So we're the most ideal. Oh, we've got a couple of guys there, but that's not a big deal. We've got the most ideal conditions for the farm to be working, and they're all just kind of standing still. So I think we need to just figure out either a combination of snow golems or snow golems and cats, or just one or the other should work. Yeah, I will. I will sit and actually watch the tutorial. Pulsing water is an option as well, Cat. You're not wrong. That would require a lot of setup because this is not a farm that is designed for that. So I would have to have, if not every block, then, you know, every several blocks a dispenser with a water bucket in at the bottom here, and then have that activated from the outside with the big long line of redstone. You could probably just have that going in a loop in a big circle and like it activating and deactivating. That might work. But I mean, there is, you look, there is creepers coming through. So it's not that the farm doesn't work. It's that, oh, then there's gunpowder there. Why is there gunpowder here? So that would be where a creeper died. If we go straight up, it's a block. Like, that was this block here. Very strange. Yeah, so it is like occasionally working, and like that guy just. They're not even. So am I too high up now? I think I'm too high up by a few blocks. Okay, that's fun to know. So if I come down now, I don't know, go 10 blocks down. So that will increase the space down here where things could be spawning. Yeah, so we've got a spider. And this is all sort of getting into the weeds and sort of Minecraft technical weirdness. But we should get some creepers coming down, hopefully. There's one. There's two. So now hopefully they stop despawning midair. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're actually getting some gunpowder into the farm now. So if I wanted lots of gunpowder, here's what you do. Come here. We build a little spot like this. So if there's a block above your head, what are they called? I don't think I've seen one in this world. The phantoms. The phantoms won't get you because you got a block over your head. Use the vanilla launcher with fabric installed. Yes, I do. Phantom. Yeah, so if you've got a block like this, then you should be safe from phantoms. I tend to make like, if not a permanent room, then a temporary room. Like this. And it's about to get very dark. So, like this. So I'm completely safe. And like even safer is to put all of your good gear into your ender chest or something. But we're not going to do that for now. And then this will, if you stand up here and like just leave the game running for a while, you should have lots of gunpowder. And I mean, wow, what is going on down here? There is a baby zombie attacking a llama. Impressive. And creepers dying in the background. So we've been here, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the top? So if we fly down, first off, there'll be lots of weirdness. So this needs, the reason this is a problem is because this farm is supposed to be taller. And those blocks are supposed to be encapsulated inside the farm. Got him. So yeah, I can shoot. Oh, some free leads. So whilst the creepers are still falling, let's check here. 27 gunpowder. 2. And 23. I think that's all of it. I should be able to remove this dirt now at least. There it goes. Bamboo. Okay, and 27 in that one. That's quite good. None in the rest. So that's, I mean, yeah. Just standing up on that platform for 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe I don't need to do anything to this. Maybe just make it a bit bigger. Just standing up there for 5 minutes has gotten me more gunpowder than I've had from, you know, a whole night hunting creepers. So it works. It's just, as soon as you look at it, it's like, why are they all standing around doing nothing? Move. But it's the, there must be like a probability when they spawn, or like every tick, that they might try and pathfind. And if they choose not to do that, then they're choosing not to do that. Anyway, we've gone way over time in the absolute mayhem of the terrible creeper farm. That may be good. We still haven't decided yet. So I need to get going. But thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been lovely to have people to hang out with and chat to and try and problem solve. I do appreciate all the input. Although, yeah, some of it's helpful, some of it's not, you know. I don't want to build my creeper farm over water because I want it to be there, over the Spittle Land. I didn't think it would be quite this wide when I was building it. I thought it would be maybe this wide at its maximum. It's a bit bigger than I was expecting. But it's not going to be impossible to like build something over it to cover it. You just got to be a bit creative with how you place your blocks and stuff. Hello, Iceman. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, I'm supposed to be wrapping up. I'm glad you came across me on your FYP. Ah, Bubbles, you're here too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows and the gifts that have been coming in. It's been all very nice. I appreciate the whole lot of you. I'll be streaming again in 2 days. So Thursday. Assuming the day goes normally, which it should. There is an activity with one of the children in the evening, which might completely wreck me. I don't think it will. So I should be fine to stream. I've had such a rich laugh and it makes me feel poor. It's all in the mustache, I promise you. There's no money, like there's no richness behind all of this. Anyway, yes, I have had a good time. I will be back on Thursday and then again probably on Saturday. And I suppose I should bring up my thing. Thank you. I've been growing it just for stream. I'll definitely keep it longer than I was planning to because I wasn't sure on the mustache, but I've gotten a lot of compliments, so I think I will keep it for a while. Thank you everyone again for tuning in, and I will see you on Thursday evening for me, roughly 8:30 p.m. Eastern Australian time. And until then, have a lovely time.